spoken about Jeff Jarrett before when we were doing NotSam Wrestling on the WWE network. You were over here and we were talking about the Jeff Jarrett, Shawn Michaels in your house match, which is incredible. But I mean, I know you worked with Jeff Jarrett with WrestlePro. You crossed paths in WWE, I want to say, and then now in AEW. I mean, you've got to marvel at this guy.
I do. Oh, of course, he has 9 to 10 lives, and yeah, that's ironic. I think I never thought of it that way, but that is true. But I think also my association with Sonjay Dutt is kind of who was like his person. That kind of led to, oddly enough, it sort of led to me. He was a part of me getting in WWE. Long story short, they eventually asked the producers, who out there do you think, because WWE was going to Fox and they needed another crew and they had like 9 producers, like we need to double up. So they asked the producers, hey, and I think the latest ones that were on, they were going in a younger direction. They brought on Daivari and Abyss and Helms and I believe Sonjay. And I think they did that because of the success of Tyson Kidd. Because he was doing so well. They're like, well, we don't need we need a younger, fresh take. And they asked a lot of those guys, hey, who would, if you had a list of 3 people, who would you recommend to be a producer? And 3 of those people put my name, and that was awesome. And Sonjay was one of them. So, and Helms and TJ were the other 2. So I got to give them the credit too. And then, but then, Sonjay left. He went to, after main roster, he spent some time as a trainer in NXT. He went to AEW. He's integral behind the scenes doing all that stuff. And we, just stayed in talks like, hey, how's it over there? How's it over there? How's it there? So he was kind of very important for me to, I guess, end up at AEW. He was definitely a big part of the picture. And Sonjay basically learned everything from Jeff. So it's kind of a core, it's strange. Yeah. It's like, because sometimes it's funny where there's a couple people like, and sliding doors. My last day was Cody's first day. So it's like I was his first match. And it's like there's weird things with people when I really think about it, like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'll get back to Cody in just a second, but I also do want to take a second. I feel like people don't know really how good Sonjay is because he does so much behind the scenes. Like, obviously on screen he's great, but like I feel like people aren't fully aware of just what a massive skill set that guy has and how much he really does. Like, I've never heard one person say anything other than that guy's great, and I've only had amazing interactions with him.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of dynamic personalities, a lot of great performers in wrestling. But when you try to assemble basically a team of like, how many people are there that can be very responsible, that aren't going to cause problems, that know to operate technology, like it's not to put that out there with wrestling, but there's not a whole lot of. It gets really hard when you start thinking about, especially for both WWE and AEW, who would make a good producer. It's hard to think about that because what are the qualifications? And he checks every box. He's brilliant when he does. He handles more of the backstage promo segments. I'm more of the anything in arena, in ring. I think we have similar but different skill sets, and it's been a blast working with him.